Mark chapter 4 verses 37 to 38, Niv. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat, so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" Let's back up in time a bit because that's where a very important part of this account took place. Before they had even pushed off from shore, well before they actually encountered the fierce windstorm, Jesus gathered the disciples together and gave them this simple command: "Let us go over to the other side." The word says that Jesus only did what he saw the Father do. John chapter 5 verse 19. So I believe God showed him something he needed to do on the other side, and he purposed to get in the boat and go do it. In fact, read Mark chapter 5 verses 1 to 20 and you'll see how Jesus radically changed the course of a demon-possessed man's life there. When Jesus said, "Let's go," it may as well have been a command from God's own mouth to go. John chapter 12 verse 49. Knowing that God was telling him to go, when the storm came and threatened to sink the boat, was Jesus restless and worried? Nope. He was sleeping. What? How? Because he understood that contained in the command was also a promise. The command was to go, and the promise was that God would make sure he got there. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 24. Sinking and drowning was not on Jesus' radar. He looked at the promise and didn't waste a second of his time worrying. Are you worried about something today? You can rest in the midst of your storm, just like Jesus, by doing what he did. Follow God's command and put your trust in the promise. For example, the command in Mark chapter 11 verse 23 to speak to your mountain carries with it the promise that it will move. There are many commands just like this one in the Word. Pick one and think about it today. That path will always lead to rest, no matter the storm.